Hey guys, Rich here again from Brick Scene. Today we're looking at set number 75273. It's Poe Dameron's new X-Wing. First of all, big thanks to Toyco for supplying these sets for review. We really appreciate it as always. Head along to toyco.co.nz to have a look at their range. I will put a link to this one in the section below. Now, what are we looking at today? We're looking at Poe Dameron's brand new X-Wing from The Rise of Skywalker. Like I was saying in the last video I did, I have been to see the movie, so I've seen this thing in action, and it is pretty cool. So this is the T-85, if I'm not mistaken. It's the T-85 X-Wing, which is the successor to his black T-70, which obviously got taken out in the last movie by Kylo Ren, which was obviously the successor to the T-65 prior to that. It's the split engine design, kind of like the last one as well, but a bit more apparent this time because these big round engines, as you can see in the front, really make it sort of stick out. Obviously the color scheme as well, this orange and white is very distinctive, which to me sort of harks back to sort of the original trilogy sort of style. A little bit. I don't know why, it just reminds me of that. Look, so what do you get in the box? You get the box, of course, you get the instruction booklet, and you're getting 6 sets of bags. Out of that, you will get an X-Wing, you will get 4 minifigs, and this little ladder. So let's get into it. The build itself is very similar to the last original trilogy X-Wing that came out, the T-65, sorry, from a couple of years back, with this the way the play feature works, which I'll come back to. As with all the recent X-Wings, they've sort of found different ways to sort of get this, shapes and different ways to sort of get designs. This is no different. They've also managed to stick with the design to get the R2-D2 in the correct way as well, which I am absolutely happy with. So it's a nice, relatively straightforward build. If you've built any of these X-Wings from the last 3 or 4 years, you're not looking at anything more difficult or anything easier, if you like, here. It is very sturdy. It is very robust. You can pick it up. You can fly it around without the worry of pieces flying off. It's definitely a nice, robust model. Onto the play features, fairly similar to the ones in the previous models. The only thing that I notice is missing, glaringly obvious, and whether it's for the better or not, I'm unsure, is we're missing spring-loaded shooters from the tops of the wings. We've only got them on the bottom of this time, along with the stud shooters on the sides of the middle of the model there. We are pushing this little tab here forward to open up the wings. To put them into attack mode, if you like, and then we are using this little piece under here, which I actually hate. I left them out on my T-65 to put it back in. That's why I don't like it. It tends to do that. Pieces come flying off. One moment, please. As I was saying, I quite like this mechanism on the top. However, I also like to use that mechanism to close the wings because it's a much smoother thing. So you can leave this out. It's basically just an axle there with a cone piece on the end. Very easy to leave out of the build. It also is there to serve another purpose, that when you just land it and it automatically closes the wings. They are held together with rubber bands at the front. Let me get to the camera there. At the front, and of course at the back. It's very tight. It feels really snappy. It doesn't feel like it's going to break too much if you're using it like that. I just don't like popping it back in with that one there, because I have pieces flying off, or the spring-loaded shooters seem to end up going everywhere. The other play feature obviously is the landing gear at the front there, the cockpit opening and closing, and of course those stud shooters that I mentioned just before. Now the overall build, or the overall final product, I should say, it's a nice looking X-Wing. It's like I keep saying, it's robust. It's a good model. It's a great play feature. I like it. I quite like it. I like the color scheme, and I like it in the movie as well. It's a nice looking ship. Now there are only 3 stickers with this X-Wing. We have 2 that just go over the top of the engines here, and the engine intakes, if you like, and 1 at the front with 3 stickers. Nothing too fancy, nothing too major. You can leave them off. I don't think it would make a blind bit of difference to the model, to be honest. So let's get on to the minifigs. First of all, you get your Poe Dameron. Now, Poe has got a dual-sided face here. He comes with his hairpiece, a silver short blaster, and his black helmet with the yellow visor, the dual-molded helmet. You get a Knight of Ren. This is another one of 4 that we've seen in Lego form so far, out of a possible 6 that are in the movie. Pretty cool. He comes with this little hook sort of shaped weapon here with, again, another short silver blaster. Then you get Jana. Jana is a character that's new to specifically this movie. I won't say too much about the character herself in case you haven't seen the movie. But yeah, cool minifig, good representation of her. Yeah, and nice to get her with the set. And R2-D2, R2-D2, you get many R2-D2s, and they're much of a muchness. And then there's this ladder piece here, which is literally 4 or 5 pieces put together to make a ladder to get in. Hey, makes sense to have it. It's a nice little thing to have with the set. Now, the overall finished product, it's a nice model, like I say. The price, 179 New Zealand dollars. It's on special at the moment, 20% off at Toyco. I will link to that below, so worth checking out the sales in order to get this one. Look, if you've seen the movie, you'll appreciate the ship. It is a new version of the X-Wing. It's a brand new model, if you like. Big standout is obviously these engine parts here. It's nice. It's nice color scheme. Cool model. I like it. Thanks for checking this out. I have more to look at, so I will get on to recording some more. I have the microfighters here as well, so stay tuned for some more reviews coming up soon. Thanks again to Toyco for supplying these sets. See you on the next one. Cheers. Bye-bye.